It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hurts throwing again. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Juke the defender. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, Incompletions follow.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. We'll have the first down and even more. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They're going play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jared Verse on the tackle. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They go to Barkley again. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 4th down, Hurts. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it. These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets this one in the Nakua. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. On the draw, it's Barkley. He breaks the tackle. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it's too late, Kate. And when they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, I can't really repeat what they were saying down there, but I can promise you none of it was any good.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Eagles at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Option play. They give it to Barkley. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the 1st half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. After 29 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Hits his running back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And the Rams will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. The Rams Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. On 1st down, Hurts. That throw behind his intended target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they had that one contained right at the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw. It's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Hurts throwing again. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Able to find Nakua here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Third and long for him here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They send a man in motion. From the 37. Fits it through the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
They bring a tight end in motion right. He's throwing for it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects on the crosser. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To throw here on first down. Forced out to his right. His pass caught by Nakua. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Could connect with Puka Nacua. So second down coming up.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
2nd and 10 now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. But think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give them a loss.
They give to Barkley, left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Back to throw it. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Desperation time here on 4th. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams trail by just 1. First and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Let's go. Here's the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Another carry for him. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick 1st down, and he freezes that clock. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They motion the tight end over. He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the fun block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense.